All right, good people. What's going on in the world globally? Greetings, salutations, welcome, peace, and blessings to another Chit Chat Chew Show podcast. I am one of the co hosts, Jade, and the other co host sitting next to me is.
Uno, your other co-host for the Chit Chat Chew Show podcast for tonight.
Yes, and we are glad to see you guys. We hope that you tune in with us live this evening as we bring you another awesome, thought provoking podcast this evening. So we air every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. Sometimes we end a little early, sometimes we go over. It just depends on how we go on with the flow of the conversations and dialogue and all of that great stuff. So this evening we have some great topics to talk about again, where we're going to talk about the lesbian couple who was imprisoned in Kuwait. We're also going to be talking about Hilary. Mueller blocks black man from getting into his apartment in St. Louis, and also
Georgia woman who lied on a black man shooting her. She gets 15 years for her accusation in crime.
So we got some good topics, guys. This is the platform for you to also definitely listen, but have some dialogue. Yes. We love dialogue. You don't have to be afraid to talk on this
or politically correct.
Right. Podcast platform. You can come here, you can talk.
Come as you is.
Come as you are.
Just say how you feel.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We like to bring
dialogue.
Right. Dialogue is so very important. You can dialogue about all the other type of shows or teas or coffee or having a sip of wine, but definitely come and do the same for us. You know what I'm saying?
That's
we're not making this up. You know, some of it may be true, some of it may be false, but
you can fact check it though.
Right, check it. Hashtag fact check it.
And hashtag research.
And hashtag research.
All information is available out there because the internet, well, the cyber web is basically a public domain, so you can find out a lot of this information.
Absolutely. So we're going to jump right in because we're about 13 minutes behind. So we want to make sure that we, bring you all the content here for you tonight or wherever you are at globally. So again, we're every Monday, 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. So the first topic at hand that we're going to discuss is the U.S. couple jailed in Kuwait. Family suspects homophobia to blame. So this is coming from theadvocate.com. Advocate, ADVOCATE.com. And so Monique Curvison's relatives say she and her partner, Larissa Joseph, have been convicted and jailed on trumped up drug charges because they're lesbians. So 2 American women, and mind you, this article was posted back February of 2016.
We're going to talk about it anyway.
Yes. So 2 American women facing a long prison term on drug charges in Kuwait were likely targeted because of their lesbian relationship, family members say. Monique Curvison and her partner, Larissa Joseph, were sentenced last month to 20 to 25 years in a Kuwait prison for drug possession, a trumped up charge, according to their supporters. I believe it really had nothing to do with drugs because they had nothing illegal, Michelle Jackson, Curvison's mother, told Think Progress. She thinks homophobia played a big role. I do believe it's mostly their alternative lifestyle in a religious country that is so against same-sex relationships. Police raided the woman's home last May and confiscated an ounce of a tobacco-like substance. Curvison's sister Jasmine wrote on a change.org petition calling for the couple's release. Lab tests determined that it was K2, a synthetic form of marijuana that is legal in Kuwait. She wrote, they were held without charges for 8 months anyway, and then the 1 ounce of legal substance magically turned into 1 pound of marijuana. And on January 12th, 2016, Monique and Larissa were sentenced to 20 to 25 years in prison, according to the petition. She told me, Mom, they planted this on us. We didn't have anything like that, Jackson told Detroit TV station WDIV. Coverson, a Detroit native, is a U.S. Army veteran. After she finished a tour of duty in Kuwait, she remained in the nation as a military contractor, then took a job in the music industry. Male same-sex relationships are illegal in Kuwait, but the nation's law makes no mention of relationships between women. Any type of same-sex relationship is generally frowned upon in the nation, though as in any degree of gender nonconformity. In 2013, Kuwait officials claimed they had a test to detect whether people trying to enter the country were gay or gender nonconforming, and that anyone who tested positive would not qualify for residency in the nation. There also have been various police crackdowns on LGBT residents with mass arrest, rape, and torture. Jackson has contacted the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait about Coverson and Joseph's situation, and she is asking people to write to President Obama and Hilary Clinton's, at that time, presidential campaign on their behalf. At press time, the Change.org petition had, because it's a past tense, 106,000 signatures towards its goal of 150,000. So,
Ooh, how you feel about that? Because you took a breather pause.
Excuse me, I'm hoping that I don't get the cold. I'm not going to claim it, universe. No cold. Just have a little bit of sniffles here. Atlanta's weather's a little bipolar. And I'm not saying that in a mean way for anybody who has a mental illness or anybody that feels any kind of way. Stop.
But you said a little.
So, yes. Well, it is very special here in Atlanta. They kind of go from summer to winter before winter even comes.
Then sometimes real cool to
right.
Hot, then real cool to cold.
Exactly. So you have to stay vitamin C'd up, take supplements, herbal things, whatever, natural remedies, really, seriously, because, but yes, it is. So my thoughts on this, and let me just say disclaimer, I love the LGBT community, right? Rah, rah, power to them. But with this, and I know sometimes people should be able to go wherever they want to go, and I get that. But when you're in a country such as Kuwait or those countries who shine upon LGBT individuals, and you're stepping on their territory knowingly that they're against that, because even for their straight community, they have very strict rules, right? And I'm not taking away from anyone belonging in any community, but specifically these ladies. I don't know if she could have went somewhere else since she's a veteran. I mean, it's just, you're kind of asking for it, and it's a shame to say that, but you're kind of asking for it. Hell, if you know, even in the U.S., there's certain cities or states that don't want you in there. What do you think when you're going out of the country to a lot of different places that are not accepting of your lifestyle? Regardless of black and white, because I'm sure they would do it with white people, they would do it with anyone that's within. Right. So, I mean, clearly we have read and seen a lot of stories of individuals, gay or not, that step into these countries. They lock these people up. They torture them a lot of time. Torture meaning rape, torture, do all kinds of crazy, unimaginable stuff, and then kill them. So for the ones that are able to get out, you are so fortunate, because a lot of times you don't make it.
Nope.
And so, excuse me, for you to be a part of the LGBT community, whether they tested people or not to see if you're gay or not. I don't know about how you can test to see if somebody's gay.
They might have some questionnaire. They might have paperwork where they question people to see where they head at.
Okay,
I think maybe that's what it is.
Well, maybe that. But looking at the picture on the article, you can kind of decipher that there's a woman who's more of the masculine side and a woman that's feminine. So I personally, in my heart, I'm not taking away from them. My heart go out to them. I don't even know at this time, because this was 2016 and we're in 2018. I don't even know if they're still alive or not. But if they are, my heart go out to them. And if they can come out of this and get back into the U.S., I mean, my prayers for them and their family. But
and I'm about to go into that, since you're talking about getting out and coming back to the United States and you reunite with their family.
Right. And it's just some places not to go.
That's true.
Because it's kind of you're stepping into the hellfire.
Mm.
And it's kind of like you're asking for trouble. Some people might be like, well, they can go anywhere they want. Yeah, you're free. You're free to go anywhere you want. Just know that there's consequences with things. So just kind of where I'm at with that. I probably have more to say after you get done. But
no, I want you to say everything you need to say, because when I get to go, that's just it.
Well, you can't take over, honey.
Well, you taking over right now, honey.
That's why I said I'm stopping.
But I'm letting you go. I want you to get out.
I don't have it. I mean, I'm stopping.
saying everything that you feel.
Right. Well, I'm just saying I'm stopping right now.
Yeah.
I probably will.
Well, look at this gangster here. I'm stopping right now.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying we have to be really careful. LGBT community or straight community, heterosexual community. We have to be careful about where we go. That's really all I'm saying. I mean, I want to go out the country, but I'm definitely going to do the due diligence to make sure that it is a very loving, open community, friendly community for all individuals to go, and hopefully don't have to worry about, Kuwait. Come on. Kuwait, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, they're not accepting of us. They don't even like us.
Africa.
Over here. Certain parts of Africa.
There's a lot of parts of Africa.
Although
there's 2 or 3 that's open to LGBTQ.
Same thing with Jamaica.
Yeah.
There's areas of Jamaica you don't want to cross.
A lot of them. A lot of areas you don't.
So you just have to be mindful and careful about where you're wanting to travel to. And you can't go there and travel and think that you're going to change their mind.
It doesn't work that way.
It just, right. Like, you can't come in there and be like, oh, well, you have to learn. No, they can't. They kill your ass and keep it moving. So that's all I have to say right now. Thanks, guys.
Never be found again.
Right, and never be found again. That Angel. Hi, Angel.
Hey, Angel.
How you doing, Angel? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well.
Yes, absolutely. Angel be on it. Bro.
Angel be on it. That's what I'm talking about. I love when we have our listeners tune in.
Let me ask you a question. Now that Angel's on this podcast, Angel, let me ask you a question.
And you can be honest and open. It's fine.
I've heard that to a degree, the Philippines are open to LGBTQ. For what I've seen in research, I'm not saying every area, but certain areas. Is that true? Can you give me a comment? Is it open to LGBTQ folk? Are they friendly? Are they open? Are they welcoming to the LGBTQ community? So give me some feedback on that. Since you're in that country, I would like to get your honest perspective on how they embrace people of that's how they embrace people who's not conformed. So I would like your feedback on that, please. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And anybody else that happens to tune in now or or um
Okay,
or on the replay, if you're from another country tuning into our show, let us know if your country is accepting of LGBT, and if so, what city would that be that they're open to
right.
that?
And we're going to name some too. We have articles of
Mm-hmm.
countries that are accepting and open and friendly to LGBTQ and who are non-conformed. People who are non-conformed as well.
So Angel says yes, it's true.
Yes, yes, it's true that they're open to LGBTQ. Yes, it's true that they're open to LGBTQ, Angel, or yes, it's true that they're not open. I want to get some clarification, make sure that what I'm seeing is correct.
Mm-hmm.
But my feelings on this whole thing, I mean, like you said, Jay, I ain't holding back. I
I'm not
mean,
holding
no, no,
back.
no, no. I'm
But
not saying
oh, I know.
you. I'm just saying I'm not holding back. Like, I mean, how I speak on Facebook, I'm gonna speak the same thing on the podcast. Why even take your ass to Kuwait? That's my whole thing. Of all the countries they could have went to that are LGBTQ friendly and who are accepting of non-conformed people, and there's known places now that's popular that accepts LGBTQ. Why would you pick Kuwait of all places, knowing their religious beliefs and how they're morally against homosexuality? Now, whatever their reasons is or whatever they had to do, to even be in Kuwait, okay, but why would you go there knowing that their beliefs are very strict, their rules are very strict, how they approach LGBTQ is very strict. You put like you said, Jay, you stepping in the line of fire, you stepping in the hellfire. So you asking for it. You asking for it. You asking to get violated. Not that we want you to get violated, but I'm saying, why bring trouble to yourself? You have to respect where people are at. That's just okay. Listen, LGBTQ. I love y'all. We all in the family, but yeah, we have to accept that everybody's not going to accept our lifestyle. That's just what it is. That's not realistic. And not only that, you can't force your lifestyle on people. You can't expect them to accept it. Just like us as LGBTQ don't have to accept straight people, right? Because we all have our way of thinking. We have our free thought. We think for ourselves. We feel how we feel. So with that being said, with the Kuwait situation with the lesbian couple who's from Detroit, yeah, I mean you can't go there thinking you fin to express your lifestyle in someone else's territory. You have to respect their territory. And if you don't like how things are ran or how they have the system set up there morally, then you should not be there at all. You shouldn't even be there. You need to be somewhere where they're accepting of the LGBTQ community, and there's plenty of places that are. So let's not act like it's like scarce, because that's not true. But I mean, yeah, I notice it too a lot of times, and then and that's the thing because this article's in 2016. Now I've seen when it was viral. When I seen it when the story first came out and it was viral, I seen the comments. You know, it did cause some friction between the straight community and the LGBTQ community because you know how our community, how passionate we can be as LGBTQ community, how we feel about our rights and um, being able to practice our lifestyle in the open and living the lifestyle we want, as opposed to straight community. Feel like, it's not cool, it's not okay. Everybody don't have to feel that way. So I seen all the feedback and comments. It was a lot of tension there, just with that whole story when it came out. But again, it goes back to what I said. Everybody's not gonna feel the same way, and you can't expect everybody to. I mean, I don't know what to
That's
say.
just life. Like
I can't
even
convince them.
right. That's
I
just
just
like
won't even
being
entertain.
here.
Right.
Being here in this country, like in
I
the
can't.
US, everybody's not going to be accepting of the LGBT lifestyle, and that is okay. And personally, I don't even want everybody to be in agreement with everything I say or do, because that's not normal for me, and I wouldn't either. My thing is, you know, respect me as a person, because I'm way the LGBT, the rainbow community, that's down the line for me. I'm me first. And it's more to me than just being part of a rainbow community. You know what I'm saying?
It goes deeper than
It
that.
goes deeper, exactly. It goes deeper than that. So hey, if you don't agree, that is okay. I know how to remove myself from you.
And that's
and
the thing.
likewise,
But don't
like,
try to convince them to
right,
accept
I'm not
you.
right. Like, I'm not here to preach to anybody that you must accept that
That's what a
I'm
lot of
part
our
of the rainbow community.
that's
No.
what a lot of our people do
Right.
though,
Oh
in
yeah,
the
they do.
rainbow community.
They get very emotional. Oh yeah, I see
over
it too.
every little thing.
Every
That's
little
why I can't
thing.
have conversations with them, not sensible conversations.
You can't have a decent conversation. Like, they feel that you have to, a lot of times I see it too based on experience, that you have to agree with every little thing that they say or do. And if you don't, they go into their feelings, and they go far left
They don't
up the
want to mess
street.
with you no more.
Right, then they don't want to mess
deal
with you. Right.
Because you have a different opinion than they do and a different point of view than they do.
And then they really, if you part of the rainbow community, they, a lot of times from what I've seen, they automatically expect for you to be like, yes, you have to say yes, because no, I don't. I can agree to disagree, and it's okay.
Free thought.
Right, free thought.
Yeah,
and that's just like, say if somebody's trying to preach to you or recruit you as far as religion
it's the same method.
Or faith.
It's the same
I don't want to
method.
hear that. What you believe in is what you believe in, and I have
Right.
the utmost respect. Where I come from with mine, you respect me.
But that's the same method though.
Right, it's the same method.
Like how you just saying from the religious angle, when the LGBTQ come from their lifestyle angle and push the same thing onto others. That's exactly what they're doing. They're doing the same thing as what religious people do when they're trying to push their religion on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You're right though. That does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, all I say is we just have to accept that everybody's not going to like us, okay?
Like us,
and
like
everybody ain't gonna respect us
nothing.
either. But
right.
Like you said, Jay, you can remove yourself. You don't have to entertain that.
You don't.
You don't have to even be around them. You don't have to be a part of them. Nothing.
Absolutely.
Just remove yourself. Don't if just resonate, connect with those that accept your lifestyle. That's all that matters.
Or just,
that's it.
Right, accept your lifestyle and just accept you as a human being.
As a human being first. A human being
first. Right.
All that is just a a layer, but that's not a part of you. That's not your genetic makeup. That's just a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a human being first.
Absolutely.
That's a part of you.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but people have to, there's a lot of closed-minded people in the world, and we can't change that, unfortunately. So
definitely not. I'm not even trying to change people.
I respect people with it.
Right. Whether I disagree or agree, I'm with you. Where you at? I'm gonna let you stay where you at. If it don't feed my soul,
I don't respond.
Right. Don't respond. Remove myself away from it and keep it moving. I've
seen a lot of topics on social media about how I see how people bash our community, and I don't put my energy into that. For what? What's the sense?
It's too much energy. It's too much energy and too time consuming and too frustrating and too stressful for me to try to recruit or make people believe on why they should accept me and being in the rainbow community. Okay, you don't, fine. Keep again, you have to keep it moving and you have to focus your energy on other things that are more important and surround yourself around positive, like-minded people that look outside of you being in the rainbow community, but see you as, like you said, a human being first. That's my focus. See me as a human being first. Respect me for who I am because I'm way more than that. That's down the road. That's down the line for me, to be quite honest. Like I'm a daughter. I'm a mother. I'm a best friend. I'm a partner. I'm a business owner. I'm a full-time employee.
A beautiful black woman.
Thank you. Thank you. You're quite, nice looking and good and all that too. Yeah. Okay, so we're not gonna start that, but I'm just
saying, here flirting on the tip.
so I'm just saying, see yourself more than that, and know that the world globally, everybody's not gonna agree, and just keep it moving with a lot of stuff. I'm not saying that there are not issues that shouldn't be addressed,
I totally agree.
I mean, some things just
you have to let it be, man.
Let it be.
Why put your energy into it? Because yeah, you're right. I mean, stressing over it.
Damn, there's homeless people out here. Homeless youth, straight or gay, homeless individuals in general
that's going through
domestic violence. We need affordable quality housing. I mean people are hungry. You feel me? There's people that don't have jobs. What about inmates that get released?
Straight up.
I mean, what about those topics? Mental health. Like, what about that?
That's the biggest issue.
I mean, it's a lot of mental health that's going on.
Especially in the LGBTQ.
A lot.
It's in our community, though.
I tell you.
They don't address it, though. It's in our community.
We don't want to address things. We don't want to use our energy and our passion for things like that. We want to know, well, why can't we go where you want to go? And we're saying you can go anywhere you want to go. Just know the consequences when it happens.
You can't get mad if it happens because you put yourself in that position for something to happen.
I'm not going to those countries.
I'm not going.
I already know. We doing our research for when we do go out the country. We're going to be smart. Okay.
Not stupid.
Right.
Like some of y'all do. Feel like everybody supposed to accept your ass and think you just gonna get away with it because you living your best life in your life
living your life like you golden. Your ass gonna get caught up somewhere where you can't get back home.
No, man.
And they can't do nothing over here in the U.S. like that for real.
Nah, you pretty much stuck. You SOL. So what was all that for? What was all that flaunting and expressing yourself? What was all that for then? That was a waste of time.
Right, and all that extra stuff that they tried to plan on them and things like that. I mean,
which is wrong. That was wrong.
That's definitely wrong.
That's dead.
Yes.
Wrong.
Yes.
What they did. So yeah, there is discrimination.
Absolutely.
They know they're wrong for that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm biased. I see it from both sides. So let's get this clear, people.
Yeah, we see it from both sides.
Okay.
Absolutely. So Angel wrote, well, before it was not her country really open since they are a Catholic country there, and religion influence is a great deal of people's mindset, but now not anymore.
Gotcha.
So got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So see, that's honest. That's real. And you have to respect that.
I respect it. Many still not okay with it here, though. Sad to say. Oh, okay, I respect that.
I mean, yeah, I respect that. I appreciate those that are open, but for those that are not,
that's okay.
I appreciate you for being honest. I mean, I appreciate those for being honest about it because, yeah, again, we're not even a lot of us in the U.S. are not accepting of it. So you just got to let that go. Follow another path to something that's more. You know what I'm saying? You have to, like Uno said, you have to think smart when you do this. Because
our lives are always on the line. We are targets anyway, so why you put yourself in the line of fire? It just not makes sense. because you acting off emotion. Everybody just supposed to just, ride on your coattail because you this and that in the United States of America. That with them same mindset you had on work in other countries, okay? So just calm down. You need to chill out now. Be humble and be smart.
Bless their heart.
I'm not saying you got to conform. You are. I'm just saying you got to be smart. That's all we trying to say.
Right. Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. And you just have to respect that everybody's not going to accept your lifestyle. I don't get offended by it. I mean, I just don't. Why?
I mean, once
How's
upon
that
a time,
affecting me?
Right. Once upon a time, I used to be like that a little bit, like, just in general, not so much like over in other countries, but just like, yeah, you gotta, realize this, that, and the third. My energy is focused on other things, building economics and helping individuals and being around positive, like-minded people where we all can build and eat and hopefully help someone. I know we can't help all, but if we can make a dent, it's a start. But I'm not about to go somewhere where I know my bright ass cannot go.
And especially not in the most off the wall damn country that
I
you
just
don't
even
hear
want to go.
that you don't really hear about as much, especially if it's not accepting of LGBTQ.
Right.
Why would I take my black ass there?
I'm not trying to definitely risk my life with that.
I'm good. I got a lot of problems. I don't need no more headaches.
Exactly.
Y'all tripping. I love y'all LGBTQ fam, but y'all tripping now. Pump your brakes now, slow your roll. But I have an article from pridesource.com. Well, before I get into that, is there something you want to read extra in that article that you just got through?
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it. That was it for the article.
This one is lesbian couple sentenced to 20 years in Kuwait prison, released following appeal. And it's a short article. Like this is nothing. Okay, Monique Coverson and Larissa Joseph, the lesbian couple who were detained and sentenced to 20 to 25 years to be served in a Kuwait prison, were released April 4th. According to a post dated April 4th on change.org by Jasmine Coverson, the sister of Monique and Larissa will be released today following March 28 ruling in the Kuwait Appeals Court. So mind you, this article was published April 7th. So this statement was on change.org on April 4th. But what was it? Their release date was March 28th. So, all right. So we got that out the way. I cannot thank you enough for the prayers, the well wishes, and for all who stood standing against all odds for both of our girls. My family thanks you so much for every part that everyone played in this situation. Thank you, Jasmine writes. Monique, a former Detroiter and Army veteran, was stationed in Kuwait during her service. She and Larissa later returned to Kuwait to work as military contractors. Okay, well, that probably would explain why they was in Kuwait. Okay. On May 8th last year, shortly before they were scheduled to return to the States, their home was raided by Kuwait authorities who allegedly found the couple to be in possession of an ounce of a tobacco-like substance, later found to be K2, a form of synthetic marijuana. Charges escalated, and by the time they were tried in January 2016, the couple was found to be in possession of a pound of hash and were sentenced to 20 to 25 years in prison. Now, yeah, the Kuwait authorities are dead as wrong for that, for actually planning any kind of possession in their sites, just to jail them for a long period of time, all because of their lifestyle. So I'm sympathetic to that, but again, I'm biased as well. I see it from both sides. And me and Jade already explained the other side, so I don't have to reiterate anything. But what the Kuwait officials did, yes, that was dead wrong. There was no need for that. So yeah, it's just That's just the world, man. We all different. We all have different ideologies. We all have different points of views. We all have different religious beliefs. We have different feelings on things. So we just have to find a way to navigate in life. You know, that's all it's to it. Everybody has to navigate in their own way, but also be respectful of each other at the same time.
Absolutely.
Is there something else you want to read? That was it. That was a short article.
So to break that uncomfortableness for some when you look at that, oh, I just had it.
Oh, we buying cameras now? Okay.
Oh, okay, we buying cameras. Yes, we getting advanced.
We buying cameras.
So yes, so we want to read, and hopefully this is accurate. And also, always do your due diligence to research people.
Please, but listen clear to these countries, okay? Listen clear, and be smart. And like Jay said, do your due diligence and research further, please. Okay.
So this is coming from lonelyplanet.com, www.lonelyplanet.com. These are the most gay-friendly places on the planet. Okay, so the first would be Copenhagen, Denmark. They say Denmark may be the home of Lego and at the forefront of new Nordic cuisine, but importantly, it made history in 1989 by becoming the first nation in the world to recognize registered same-sex partnerships. Okay, so Copenhagen is home to Europe's oldest openly gay bar, okay, which looks like Central Jornet, which celebrated its 100th birthday in 2017, as well as the hip and super cool district of Vesterbro, which also happens to be the city's red light district. Okay, they have cocktail bars, edgy fashion scene, brilliant array of cocktail bars, excellent range of gay-friendly boutique accommodations, and packed calendar of events make it the gay-friendliest place on earth.
So I know they got the clubs then.
Yes.
I know they do.
The second would be New Zealand. The land of the long white cloud has long been lauded for its inclusive and progressive behavior towards LGBTQ community. So in 1998, New Zealand was the first nation to adopt the label of gay/lesbian friendly when referring to businesses and accommodation, an initiative now recognized globally. The country offers a brilliant network of gay and lesbian friendly homestays which run the length and breadth of the country from the top of the semi-tropical North Island to the depths of the glacier south. Since passing same-sex marriage laws in 2013, New Zealand has actively promoted same-sex marriage tourism to the likes of Australia and other Pacific nations where equality laws are less progressive. We have Toronto, Canada. Toronto continues to be a beacon for the LGBTQ traveler in North America, and Canada is hands down the most advanced and progressive in the Americas for the gay community. Toronto's The Village, located in Church Wellesley, is the cultural hub of the city, bursting with galleries, theaters, and gay-friendly businesses. Home to events such as Pride Week celebration, Pride March, and Dyke March, plus a well-established LGBTQ community centra. Gay subculture has blossomed and thrived in the village for decades and will no doubt continue to do so for many more. Excuse me. Palm Springs, USA. So, located approximately 100 miles east of LA, Palm Springs is a sun seeker's paradise where the sun shines almost all year round and where the city has embraced everything gay. Palm Springs provides the LGBT traveler with an amazing array of outdoor activities, excellent shopping and dining, and the world's best poolside lounging. It also offers the largest volume of male and female only accommodations anywhere in the world, which many of these places are clothing optional. Packed with packed Pack the SPF or the sunscreen and make the most of the sun. We have Sitges, 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 Spain. So the coastal city of Sitges rests approximately 35 millimeters southwest of Barcelona, and is home to Spain's first ever gay disco, which opened back in the 80s. It's now one of Europe's big four destinations for the rainbow community. Its stretch of sandy, often clothing optional beaches make it a favorite for the boys, but it is eclectic calendar of events ensures that there's something for the entire community. We have Berlin, Germany. Every fetish you could ever dream up can be catered for in Berlin. Germany's wild side is on display here, and Berlin proudly boasts a vibrant and inclusive gay history that dates back to the golden age of the 20s. The district of Schöneberg, which hosts gay pride, Kreuzberg, provide a diverse range of clubs, bars, and restaurants for sampling. With no closing time in Berlin, the party never ends.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Next is Skythos and Mykonos, Greece. So ever since Jackie Onassis started visiting the Greek island of Mykonos in the 70s, gay men have been flocking to the island of whitewashed houses and flower-filled courtyards, seeking out glamour and the famous Mediterranean sun. For a less hedonistic holiday, the sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, and pine forest hills of Skythos offers a relaxed and authentic experience for the rainbow community. We have, of course, New York City.
Of course, come on.
The Stonewall riots that occurred in the late 60s in Greenwich Village, or can't get it out. Or oh my God, I got tongue-tied.
Oh, synonymous.
Thank you, synonymous. I got really tongue-tied here, like I'm getting a little congested here.
It happens.
With the birth of the modern gay rights movement, the incredibly inclusive communities of West Village, Chelsea, and Hell's Kitchen provides a fabulous array of gay-friendly accommodation options. So they have landmarks such as Christopher Street, the Harvey Milk School, the Lesbian Her Story Archives, and Hello Broadway. And the Theater District, New York, is a rainbow traveler's mecca. So we all know New York.
Yeah. I've been to the gay pride, by the way. Man, they go all out. It's so many people that attend LGBTQ pride in New York. It's in all boroughs and not just in one center place. It's all over New York. So it's definitely turned up.
So next we have Reykjavik, Iceland.
I love Iceland.
Stop
sleeping on Iceland.
The world's northernmost capital has been described as one of the friendliest places and most inclusive on earth. In 2017, they hosted the 19th Gay Pride March, one of Europe's oldest LGBTQ parades, and the 13th Bears on Ice event. Iceland also has some of the world's most progressive laws. In 2006, same-sex couples were granted equal rights with their heterosexual counterparts without limitation. wander behind waterfalls, descend into dormant volcanoes, or while away a day in one of the many geothermal lagoons. This is an adventurer's paradise.
And before you move on to the next one, I mean, we had the small conversation about our dream gay-friendly places as far as countries that we wanted to go to, and I mentioned Iceland, and how you just got gangsta on me and said, well, is it gay-friendly? Do you know if it's gay-friendly? Well, there's your answer. Now you know it's gay-friendly.
Oh, God. Into Hugh.
Because I wasn't too sure if it was gay-friendly, but now that you read it, I have knowledge now. So.
I will say this is number 10, and I'm really surprised that they didn't add one more on, but okay.
What is that?
California. Duh. Why did they add that on, honey?
I don't know.
Duh.
They sleeping, ain't they?
I have to say, so is Jersey, so is Philly.
But come on, the common one is California.
California, though, they don't have California on here. But if you didn't know, you need to know, because San Francisco's pride is, if not bigger than New York, like so huge. It's huge, huge. And that's just on the Bay side. We're not even talking about on the South.
But I'm sure they get it. Come on.
But I'm positive.
California is the hub of gay people.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Hollywood is super gay.
Right.
I mean, that's all you. I mean, Hollywood.
Right.
Hello.
So our last one on this 10 gay-friendly places is Montevideo. Uruguay. Who?
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yeah,
Excuse
another
me.
European country.
So yes, this is a controversial inclusion on the list given the conservativeness of many Central and South American nations. But Uruguay, the smallest of the South American nations, is the most progressive.
Okay, South America. My bad.
In 2013, Uruguay was the second Latin American country to legalize same-sex marriage, swiftly followed by Brazil and later Colombia. Yay!
So let me correct myself, not a European country. I forgot Uruguay is a Latin country.
Latin country, excuse me.
My bad, folks.
My bad, too. And homosexuality has been decriminalized since 1934. The relaxed attitude present in the Uruguayan capital of Montevideo provides a brilliant juxtaposition to the hustle and bustle of the likes of Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
So that is very cool.
That's what's up.
It should definitely be more on this list, but we
need to travel to all these countries. The hell with it. Why not?
Well, we just do some more due diligence.
You only live once, right?
And
you learn a lot traveling. That's the thing.
You definitely do.
It don't matter what country it is.
I'm open, but of course I want to do more.
Due diligence, absolutely. Do
more research, but it sounds very interesting, and
I ain't going to no Kuwait.
Saudi Arabia or Iraq.
No Iraq, Saudi Arabia, I ain't going to no place. I ain't stupid.
But this gives some information for you guys to research, especially over in the rainbow community when this is tagged over there, because this needs to be tagged in that group. So yes. But yeah. And very interesting and cool.
Yeah, it was. I learned something. And I actually have a few that you didn't mention that, and that article didn't mention it. This is coming from 11 Alive News. That's what it looks like here. Their website. There are 15 best countries. And of course, there's repeats because certain ones you already done said they repeated here. But 15 best countries for LGBTQ. You know, if you traveling and exploring. So, I didn't hear you mention Argentina, did you?
No.
Okay, so Argentina is one place. Legalized same-sex marriage back in 2010, becoming the first country in Latin America to do so. It's also the home to more than 30 national parks, the beautiful city of Buenos Aires and Tango. You didn't say Belgium?
I thought I did say Belgium.
Maybe.
I thought I did.
But in 2003, Belgium became the second country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage. It ranked number 4 on Gallup's 2015 list of top places for gay people to live. Number 23 on HSBC's ranking of best countries for expats, and is known for its delicious cuisine. And you said Canada. I don't remember you saying Denmark.
Yes.
Okay, so she said Denmark, so we can skip that. I don't remember you saying France.
Not France.
Okay, so France was ranked number 21 on HSBC's list of best countries for expats, but Paris in particular boasts an incredibly active LGBTQ community. Now that's another thing, because I didn't hear them mention Paris. That's like one of the big places of that's gay city there. But yeah, they should have mentioned California and Paris. Now they were saying with the LGBTQ community, particularly when it comes to nightlife and Les Marias. France legalized same-sex marriage in 2013 and was the first country in the world to delist transgender identification as a mental illness. Let me read that again. France legalized same-sex marriage in 2013 and was the first country in the world to delist transgender identification as a mental illness. You said Iceland. I don't remember you saying Ireland.
No.
Okay. Ireland. In 2015, Ireland became the first country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage by popular vote. And it also has stringent protections against LGBTQ discrimination. It's listed among Gallup's best countries for gays and lesbians, and Condé Nast Traveler included Dublin, is like one of the popular cities in Ireland, on its list of best cities in the world. So Dublin is one of the best cities in the world for LGBTQ, whether you gay or lesbian. They have Luxembourg on here. They legalized same-sex marriage in 2014, and its Prime Minister, Xavier Bettel, became the first European leader to marry a same-sex partner while in office. The small European nation, also a great place for wine aficionados, aficionados, as it is known for its white and sparkling wines. You said New Zealand? No.
Maybe not.
Okay, New Zealand. New Zealand is currently considered the second best country in the world for expats, according to HSBC, in same-sex marriage and adoption by same-sex parents. Well, see, those other countries which you listed, they didn't get into the same-sex parents, so that's good to know. So let me read that again. New Zealand is currently considered the second best country in the world for expats, according to HSBC, in same-sex marriage and adoption by same-sex parents, were both legalized in 2013. The island nation, located in the Southwest Pacific Ocean, is also known for its beautiful cities and landscape. The Netherlands. I definitely could see the Netherlands. The Netherlands is considered, I would like to visit the Netherlands because a lot of people do travel to the Netherlands. The Netherlands is considered the most gay-friendly country in the world. I can see that. According to Gallup, and it was also the first country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage in 2000. Amsterdam, its capital, where you have been saying also you want to go to Amsterdam. Which I don't mind going to Amsterdam because a lot of people do go to Amsterdam. So its capital, so Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands, is a popular destination for LGBTQ tourists and was ranked among the best cities in the world for expats. Did you say Norway?
Maybe not. I don't think so.
Norway legalized same-sex marriage in 2009, became the first country to enact anti-discrimination protections based on sexual orientation in 1981, and is ranked number 6 on HSBC's best countries for expats. LGBTQ culture is also very visible in a Scandinavian country. Pride in Oslo is one of Norway's largest events, And the city is also home to one of the world's best gay choirs. That they probably a trip too. Best gay choirs. Now we definitely didn't say, I didn't hear you say this
No,
at all.
definitely.
Definitely not. And yes, I mean it's kind of a shock, but okay. South Africa. In 2006, South Africa became the first country in Africa to legalize same-sex marriage, and there has yet to be a second. Johannesburg, its largest city, is also the country's gay epicenter. So, South Africa became the first country in Africa to legalize same-sex marriage, and there has yet to be a second. Johannesburg, its largest city, is also the country's gay epicenter. So, it's not legalized from how they saying it. Not yet in Johannesburg, but it's the largest population of gay peoples. How I'm taking this um, paragraph. It's home to the annual Joburg Pride event, the Out in Africa International Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, and most of the annual Mr. Gay South Africa competitions. So LGBTQ, if you're going to go to Africa, please stay in South Africa, okay? South Africa, stay around the Johannesburg area, okay? That is the gay epicenter. Please don't get stupid and go somewhere where you're not wanted, okay? Spain, you said Spain.
Did I? I don't
Yeah,
even
you
remember.
did, but
Okay.
it was some kind of city. I don't remember what city, but
Okay.
Spain
Had
was
a
one.
moment. Okay.
Sweden. Sweden comes in at number 8 on the both Gallup's list of top places for gay people to live and HSBC's list of best countries for expats. Same-sex marriage has been legal in the Scandinavian countries since 2009, and anti-LGBTQ discrimination has been banned since the 80s. And I heard you say Uruguay. So Uruguay is on the list. That's it. So that's the top 15 best countries for LGBTQ expats, and this is coming from the 11 Alive News website. And that's it. So with this whole Kuwait situation, to avoid all that kind of headache and misunderstanding and ruining people's lives, my LGBTQ folks, stay your ass in gay-friendly places. Surround yourself in epicenters where there's gay population, and they're in being countries that are open to gay people. I'm gonna need for y'all to go to places that are gay friendly, okay? That's all I'm gonna say and suggest, all right? No one, I mean, we all know you grown, you do what you want to do. You know, you can be yourself, but just know if you go in the wrong place, there's consequences. But to avoid all that, you don't need to invite trouble. I'm sure you got enough problems in your life. So to keep the problems down, just go to places where it's gay friendly. We just gave you a list of them. So research it, do your due diligence, and if you go, you good. Have a good time.
Yes. Please just think smart. I'm not in agreement for the couple to have been locked up and for them to throw on extra, charges to them, the drug charges. You should be free to live your life. However, again, yes, you have to really think smart about making a decision where you're going to go first, because that could be your life. You have to really think smart. Everyone is not going to be accepting or understanding. You can preach to them until you're about to fall out. But at the end of the day, people in different countries, even here in the US, have their beliefs, and you're just going to have to move forward. I don't think it was right with what they did to that couple, but they're in a country that they're not budging on their lifestyle. So again, my heart and prayers and thoughts, positive vibes go out to them. I hope that they pull through with this. And if they do and they get back into the country, I hope that if they ever decide to go to another country again, go out the country, that they really will think smart.
Absolutely. So that's it for that story. So we're gonna move on to our next one. Looks like
What was the next one about about Hilary?
you wanna jump to that one?
Okay,
I guess so.
so
Let's do it.
let's jump to Hilary Mueller,
With herself.
the woman who. Okay, so I'm going to be speaking from this article, news1.com. Woman who tried to block a black man from entering his own apartment building doubles down. I didn't do anything wrong. Here we go with the victimizing. Ooh, Hilary Brooke Mueller is not apologizing. This was October of this year. So Hilary Brooke Mueller has gone viral and jobless after footage of her following De'Aaron Tolles to his apartment in St. Louis hit social media. Mueller didn't believe he lived there, right? Got with him into the elevator and went all the way to his front door. Even when he turned the key to his own apartment. Now she is speaking out and defending her racist actions.
Typical.
Mueller told ABC News, "My only intent was to follow the direction I've been given by my condo association board members repeatedly, and that is to never allow access to any individual that you do not know."
Really?
Wow, just a
It's some deep-rooted issue. I'm gonna get to that
yes.
too.
I do not think that I did anything wrong. On the accusation of racism, she says, that is absolutely false and heartbreaking, and those are words that truly cut deep.
Does it? Okay, whatever.
In case you missed it, Mueller blocked the entrance to a downtown luxury loft before demanding to see Tolles' keys and wanting to know what his unit was. Let's just say that. After refusing, he calmly asked her to step aside, and then Tolles walked past Mueller before she followed him into the elevator. When she realized he did live there, she tried to introduce herself as his neighbor. While at his front door, he told her to leave again. So, okay. So after the video went viral, Mueller was fired from her job at a local real estate management company, Tribeca St. Louis. The company said in a statement that Tribeca St. Louis family is a minority-owned company that consists of employees and residents from many racial backgrounds. We are proud of this fact and do not and never will stand for racism or racial profiling at our company. Tolles is taking the high road and told NBC5, "I am not mad at her. I am not upset with her. I am not going to go after her legally or anything like that. I wish her the best. I will still have a conversation with her." Okay, so Twitter does not have time for the high road. She has been rightfully named hashtag Key FOB Kelly.
That's Black Twitter. Let's get that correct, because Black Twitter does stuff like that.
Right, Black Twitter. It doesn't say Black Twitter, but Black Twitter.
That's what it is.
So, I believe someone left a comment in Twitter or Facebook. So, okay, this is De'Aaron Tolles who left this comment. "To be a black man in America and come home, women tries to stop me from coming into my building because she feels insecure. Downtown St. Louis luxury loft because she don't feel that I belong. Never really thought this would happen to me, but it did. Then 30 minutes later, police knock on my door because she called. I was shocked. Is America in 2018." And it's just saying, please share on News Radio 1120. KMOX, Fox 2 Now, and Real St. Louis News.
Hmm.
So this fool, she is off the chain.
It's not that deep.
It is not that deep, really. So you saying that we people of color can't live somewhere nice and decent, have a decent job, like we all have to live in a hood, or we all have to live in underprivileged neighborhoods, or
Have a regular house.
right, like we can't live in nice,
except beyond that.
right.
What, for real?
And the association told you to go follow him?
That's a damn lie.
Really?
If she
sounds so stupid.
And she don't sit down.
Then she gonna say, "Oh well, once I saw him have a key and open up his door, then she wanna introduce herself." I wouldn't want to be bothered with her.
I'm like, you don't get your
right, like
white
get out, right, like
here.
Get out of his face. Like it's just.
He could have slapped the shit out of her.
But yeah, he could have. But I mean, for real, he would have went down. So
yeah, how much can you take though?
But I mean, he didn't put his hands on her.
But
like, I mean, she didn't put her hands on him.
I know, but like it's like how much targeting and profiling can you take? After a while, it just gets so tiring.
Right. And it does get tiring, but he did the smart thing by definitely not putting his hands on her, because he would have been under the ground. That would have caused so many problems.
I know
for him.
But it's like
it's frustrating.
They're trying to provoke us. Like they keep trying to provoke us, get us in trouble intentionally.
Well, you know what? Kudos to him for really thinking smart. Because not everybody would think like that. But I'm just saying, like,
you're right.
Not everybody would think like that. But I'm glad that he did. As much as it's frustrating and aggravating, and it makes you want to be like, but I mean, I'm just glad that he didn't. I'm so glad that he
could have took us well.
I'm glad that he didn't. I'm glad that he thought smart, even in his frustration, that he thought smart. Because he wouldn't have won that at all by putting his hand on that white woman. She would have caused all kinds of, he raped me, beat me, and all that. And that man would have been dead for no reason.
Because them cops would have came to her rescue.
They would have came right then and there. They on speed dial. I'm sure they on speed dial.
I bet you during that incident they was on speed dial.
I'm sure they was on speed
dial. Wait for
them
to do something crazy.
Didn't they come now? Or something like that, I just said? Didn't they like come there?
But it didn't work in her favor.
It didn't work in her favor.
She's a complete idiot.
Right.
That really just embarrassed herself.
She did. She looked and sounded very stupid. I mean, if I was gonna go after anybody, I would go after the association.
If they even said it.
If they said it.
Lied on it.
If they said it.
Just like this next time we're finna talk about how this heifer lied. So I don't believe it. She just looking for something.
Looking for a reason.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Whatever. Is there something else?
No.
Oh. Mm-mm. And again, I said, before you got to this article, it's more deep rooted than that actually, because she was involved with a black man, so that's why I'm saying that. So I'm gonna get to that. So I'm just gonna read this stuff. We're gonna get to that. Okay, this comes from iHeartRadio. I'm just gonna actually read some excerpts from this video that they have imprinted in this article. So I mean, I'm skipping over this other stuff because it's pretty much just talking about the same stuff that Jay just covered. I'm just going to get to the situation. Please move, ma'am. Toles can be heard telling Mueller in the video. He says when he first began recording, he was still standing outside at the entrance to his condominium complex. The elder shirt lost while Mueller blocked his way in. I can, she says. Do you live here? I've already answered that question, the 24-year-old says as he again attempts to push past her. Excuse me. The woman demands to see Toles' key and proof that he lives there. When he declines, she again sets herself up in front of him to blocking his way in. If you want to come into my building, she begins, but Toles interrupts her. It's not your building. You're not the owner. Toles replies, finally moving past her. Excuse me. In the second video, Mueller can be seen following Toles as he asks her, So now you're going to follow me? I am, she replied. A third video shows Mueller still shadowing Toes as he enters his apartment, but now her tune has changed as she keeps trying to interact with him and introduce herself as a neighbor. I do not want to speak with you, Toes replies, clearly done with the encounter. Please stop following me. I'm going to call the cops for harassment. That's my next step. As a record, I just want to say hi. What is your name? She begins, but Toes isn't having it and cuts her off. Ma'am, you just no. Have a good night, man. He can be heard telling her in the video, don't ever do that again. About 30 minutes later, Toes says police came to his door and knocked, saying that Mueller told them that she was uncomfortable about him being there. He told officers he was renting the unit, had even shown his key to Mueller as proof. Toes posted videos of his encounter with Mueller to his Facebook page where they quickly went viral. So yeah, that was that on iHeartRadio.com. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad he handled it the way he did. I mean, but I ain't gonna lie how I feel about it. That was me, I would slap the shit out of her, but that's just me. I guess whatever consequences come behind it, I guess it's gonna be what it is. But I'm just saying, like, it has to some point. There's got to be a respect level. Like, I'm noticing a lot of these stories, not just Mueller's story, but excuse me, I gotta. Okay, yeah, I had to shut the door real quick as it cracked open. But with similar situations like this, whether it's harassing, profiling, uh, you know, harassing and wanting to cause violence towards black people, I mean, yeah, there has to be a respect level, and it's like you're getting disrespected as a human being. You're not treated as a human being. So how much of that can you take is what I'm saying. So really, people have a right. I'm just saying black people do have a right to retaliate. That's my thing. She violated him. Did she not? His apartment, his space, his everything, his whole well-being. So if he slapped the shit out of her, she deserved it. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying everybody might not act in the same way as he did. Because all black men not gonna put up with that. There's some who just don't care. Like, so some of these white people gotta be put in their place now. They be feeling this a little too much that Trump don't got in office now. They getting a little too high with it. And they tripping now. They have to calm down. Okay? Because Trump you got a super cape on now because Trump is in office. But we have to let you know, we're not our ancestors either. So yeah. This mess gotta stop. It's just ridiculous. This is just beyond ridiculous. Like, cut it out, man. Just cut it out. I mean, what are you getting out of this? It's not funny. Because really, that could have escalated to a whole nother situation. Like how you just said, you mentioned the cops came there, and I mentioned in the article too, in the article that I read, the cops came in, knocked on the door now. I mean, that could have went left. They could have just been unstable policemen and just shot. You feel me? And so when that black man told her he was done, don't ever do that again. Yeah, don't ever do that again, because that could have been his life by her playing games like that. I mean, this is not a game. These white people really think it's a joke, and it's not. This is serious. Because us as people, our lives are always on the line. We walk out the house, our lives is in danger every day. We don't know if we're coming or going. We don't know if we surviving or not. So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I have no more to say to that. It's just really stupid. Whatever. Just done. I have nothing to say. Is there something related that you would like to read to that? I do have another article, but if there's something you have, I would sure like to hear it.
I believe I did kind of touch base. As you said, Patty. Who is Patty? From the root.com. It turns out apartment Patty has a black
Didn't I
husband.
just not say that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Let's get to the root. Continue.
So, as the Root was conducting our ongoing scientific research into how 911 became the technical support number for whiteness, our forensic investigative team, led by recent North Wakanda Higher Institute of Technology and Education, in parentheses is no white, PhD graduate Dr. Shuri Tikisha Harriet uncovered some disturbing information about one of the recent standouts on the white woman all-star team of police calling. So apartment Patty is married to a black man. Well, kind of.
Estranged husband.
Hilary Brooke Mueller, no relation to Robert, we think, became the latest internet celebrity to gain fame by summoning the White People's Justice League, also known as the police, after she tried to play Wonder Woman and block supervillain De'Arion Tolles from entering his, well, it says his Dungeon of Evil, but Dungeon of Evil is crossed out, St. Louis apartment. Do we need to say she is white? According to our research, in the entire universe, there are only 3 names whiter than Hilary Brooke, which they say Taylor Swift.
That's true though, Taylor Swift.
Tiffany Amber
Thiessen.
Thiessen.
Yep.
Elizabeth dances with Senate Wolves, Warren, but she's 1/2 12th, 102 303th. Semino, she didn't. Yeah. Okay, there's some humor to that.
Yeah.
After Hillary, the human doorstop, was fired on her day off and went on a media tour to explain that she couldn't possibly be racist because she's married to a black man. Her estranged husband, Brandon Mueller, no relation to Robert, we think, took to Facebook to either shoot a campaign video for his run for assistance vice comptroller or to explain why he doesn't have anything to do with his not yet ex-wife.
Yeah.
I want to take the time to express my deep disappointment in the incident that took place in Mr. Toll's home. Mueller began, surrounded by a background that highlighted his racial ambiguity. He continued, the individual in the video, and I have been separated for over a year, and I myself no longer reside at the Elder Shirt Lofts building. As a man of color, I have spent most of my professional career teaching others the importance of diversity and inclusion. My only hope is that we as a community can use this as an opportunity to do what my late father taught me years ago, to not allow others' ignorance to incite anger and hatred, but to use it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and promote love. After watching the short video, our staff could only reach one scientific conclusion. He hates her. I mean, he really hates Tiffany Taylor.
I
Do
see.
not enter.
I can see that.
He wouldn't even call her by her name. He would only call her the individual, which is an ancient phrase from the Catalonian language that roughly translates to that motherfucker. Okay? I can't blame him for leaving a woman who thinks interracial marriage is a get out of racism free card, as if black penis is the cure for bigotry.
Yeah.
To be fair, maybe she kicked him out. She seems to be good at it. Maybe she can get a job as a doorman at Mar-a-Lago. And is Mueller actually black? In the video, Mueller looks like Dwayne Johnson if the Rock started reading more and working out less. What a righteous black man refers to himself as a man of color, even if his color would only be replicated by buying a 64-pack box of Crayola crayons. melting down a raw senna and diluting it in ginger ale.
Senna.
You know who else is a man of color? Donald Trump.
And not the same color we're talking
Sure, the hue can only be called macaroni and mango, but that's still a color. He looks whiter in this picture. So, anyway, we thought that we should reveal our research on the vegan rock and the racist bouncer to the public. We are still working on our hypothesis, and there's really just one white woman who keeps dyeing her hair different colors because she calls the police. Even though we are still in the preliminary stages, here is a preview of what we found. So that just kind of, okay. So there's a lot to this that you can see. So it says, hold on. I think that last one may be Benjamin Franklin. Wait. Did Benjamin Franklin invent a time machine and travel to the future to have black people arrested? Was this whole white woman calling the police on black people just a front for the new/old slave trade? I think I've cracked the case. Call Shuri. So
Call Shirley on that phone.
So there's a lot of people who left their comments on it, and you can certainly continue to read this. This is coming from theroot.com. These are not my words. I'm just the messenger reading it. And so, yeah, it's just a lot of drama.
Black people disguise their anger and humor and
Yes.
jokes and laughter. Keep from fucking y'all up. That's what they don't understand.
It's just
we
a
trying.
lot going on.
We trying to be level-headed. We trying, Jay. As people, we trying. But you're right, it's a lot. Just a mess. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
Completely wrong, completely stupid of what went down. It could have went way somewhere else. And again, like Uno said, when the police was called and they came out, that could have went way somewhere else. Him putting his hands on her definitely could have went somewhere else. And I'm really happy that he thought smart. He thought smart about this dumb white ass woman, and I'm speaking specifically for her. So all you white women or white people that think that I'm speaking specific dumb ass white woman that did some dumb shit. I could say another name, but I'm really not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep it like that because I know that there are white people that call us what they call us, right? But I'm just glad overall that this situation didn't go where it could have went, and he was blessed and fortunate to just open that, put his key in the door, open it up, and he went in. She's bitter.
Mm-hmm.
She's very bitter.
She's mad over that.
Mad over that big black mandango that she can't have no more. And listen,
this is another brother.
Right. And I am an open person, but sometimes I understand. I get things from different sides because there's always different sides, right? But men, you really need to be careful about who you get into relationships with, who you laying down with, because
and who you hurt too.
And who you hurt, definitely.
That's the number one thing. Who you hurt,
because boy, when they come after you, they coming.
For real. It ain't a game. It be on some losing your life type of situation. Who got time for that? Who got time? Child. They do too much. But you're right though. You're right.
Blessings to that man.
He fortunate, man. I'm telling you. It don't matter. And my only problem with that article with the root, it doesn't matter what shade of black he is.
Right.
Black is black.
Black is black. Exactly.
What's the big deal?
Right.
Clearly, you look at him. I mean, he don't look European. we definitely established that. You tell I'm real looking at him. I mean, although he's lighter skinned, but you can tell he black. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter.
Was this him?
Yeah, it's him.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him.
And that's her.
Yeah.
You know who she remind me of?
What?
Monica. Oh, she's just. I don't know what. What's that one that messed with Clinton? Gave him that.
Oh,
good,
Monica
that
Lewinsky.
BJ.
Monica Lewinsky.
Yes, Monica Lewinsky.
Well, I guess they're right. He do look white though.
I mean, he do.
You have to do question: is he really black?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I mean, there is black people that can't pass for white though. Seriously,
that's true.
You know, so I mean that could be in this case. You know,
right.
So
right. A little suspect when y'all look at the articles.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like, wait a minute.
Right.
But yeah, there's truth to that.
Yeah. But yeah, let's cut the colorism. Though,
right. Please.
Come on, cut it out.
Please.
We got bigger things to worry about.
Yes. Please.
And the bigger issue here was this man's life and the racism that plagues American society. That is the issue right now. Mm-hmm. This colorism has nothing to do with it. You clearly see that. And see, y'all black folks getting too caught up and wrapped up in this whole colorism thing. At the end of the day, we all in the same struggle. It doesn't matter. It just don't matter. Clearly, to this white woman. So why are we fighting for that? What is the point? Back and forth, who better than who? Who cares? We got other things to focus on. I mean, it's petty.
Very
Cut
much
it out.
So. Very much. Yeah, I'm done with that one.
Yeah, I'm done with stupid white tramp. I'm done with it. That's just how I feel. She get no respect from me.
Oh man, I'm so over it.
Anywho, yeah. So you want me to start this off? Or you
where's mine? Where is it? Where's mine?
Well, you sent me already.
Oh, I did. Was it before this?
Yeah, it was before this. Like you gave me an idea of a topic.
Okay.
Or you gonna start off?
No, you. By all means, please.
Okay, so this is coming from AJC.com. This Georgia woman here. Okay.
Here we
go. Another dummy.
Another stupid
white dummy.
White woman that's dumb. Just gotta call it as it is. We call it with the black ones. We gonna call it with the white ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Georgia woman. Cop lied about being shot by a black man. This is coming from AJC.com. And once again, this was dated September 23rd. What happened a while back? This started during the same year that the lesbian couple got caught in Kuwait in a prison. But this is September 23rd, 2016. An officer shot. A bullet stopped by body armor. A 10-day chase for an unidentified shooter. A newly hired Jackson police officer told a compelling story about what happened late the night of September 13th. After only 3 months on the job, Cheryl Hall found herself immersed in a high-profile shooting, pitting a white officer against a black man. At least that was her account of what happened. But she made the whole thing up, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. On Friday, Hall was charged with 4 felonies, including evidence tampering and giving false statements to investigation. After her account began to unravel over the past 2 weeks, investigators were left with little to conclude other than she shot herself. But officials stopped short of saying so Friday. Cops are humans and they make mistakes, but this is not a mistake. Butts County Sheriff Gary Long said at a news conference, "This is criminal." Duh, you think? GBI Special Agent Joe Wooten said Hall is on paid administrative leave after checking herself into a private facility to seek help. Upon release, she will be arrested, Wooten said. The tale Hall told her supervisors frightened the tiny community into thinking a suspect was on the loose in Butts County. GBI officials interviewed Hall on three separate occasions, and each time she stuck to her story, Wooten said. When she called out for help on her police radio, she described a 6-foot, 230-pound black man who took off after shooting her. He wore a green shirt and black jacket pants, Hall told GBI investigators. She said the bullet struck her vest, which she credited with saving her life. The man allegedly escaped and authorities put out a description for his arrest. There is no and never was a suspect shooter at large in Jackson, Wooten said. Hall's account continued to come apart as investigators and law enforcement officials spent more than 600 hours examining the case. Yeah, you wasted their damn time and taxpayer money. Of course. They would be pissed, Wooten said. At first, she said she failed to engage her in car video and audio, so there was no evidence to back her up. But Wooten said the manufacturer helped recover digital forensic evidence that showed inconsistencies. After Hall was again interviewed, she stopped cooperating with the GBI. Video and audio recording evidence showed that there were only 2 shots fired at the scene, while Hall said there were 3. Jackson District Attorney Richard Millam said. Hall also failed to tell investigators that she had an extra handgun with her the night she was shot. It was found after officials executed a search warrant at her house earlier this week. It's gut-wrenching to know one of your own has been harmed, Police Chief James Morgan said, but he plans to move forward in prosecuting one of the department's own for hurting the community with lies. Yeah, get your folks. Likewise, Jackson Mayor Kay Pippin said she is disappointed on so many levels because of the lost manpower hours. Yeah, wasting their time. And lost trust. And these police wonder why black people don't trust cops. Hello, prime example. For 2 weeks, this incident has cast an image of the city of Jackson that does not reflect who we are, Pippin said, calling Jackson a safe city where violent crime is a rarity. The district attorney said Hall wasn't even on a police call at the time she reported being shot. The truth is the officer did something wrong, Millam said. She would be prosecuted and brought to justice. And that is the end of that article. Bye. Good riddance. Who cares? And you could have, if that was the actual body of black man, if that was the actual black man that did that, yeah, his life would be ruined. Right. All because of your racist, stupid ass. Racially profiling like this other stupid ass did. And they really think this is funny. They get a kick out of this. And that's my frustration. So you mean to tell me, I mean, I understand that we have to try to handle situations in at least a calming and appropriate, sensible manner, but how long is that going to go? Like, at some point, there's got to be a breaking point. How long is that going to keep going on? Because there's some black people that just not going to put up with that. Then what? I feel like that's karma. Like, the what you put out there is what you get. I'm not wishing harm on the police, but I'm saying, if this pattern continue to go on, what do you expect is gonna happen? I mean, so there's gonna be black people retaliating, as they should. They're actually rightfully defending themselves. That's just the nature of a human being. If someone disrespects you, violates you, invades your space, what are you supposed to do? No, I'm asking you. And I'm asking you, the people out there, what are you supposed to do? Your back is against the wall every time.
I mean, yeah, your back is against. I'm not saying that you should be
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Why are you looking at me like that? Why you trying to get gangster with me, Jay?
I'm not trying to get gangster.
She's trying to get gangster with her eyes.
I'm not trying to get gangster.
I see it.
I hear you on it, because what do you do when you get tired of being tired and get tired of being tired of people pushing your back up against the wall? Not everybody's gonna be turning a cheek or brushing it off or quoting a scripture or
holding hands, love and harmony,
swinging back and forth. I mean, the reality.
Fly. I believe. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me.
Right, like it's just not going to happen, especially
it's not realistic.
Today's society. It's just not. So I guess You just do what you have to do.
It's gonna get to that point.
It's going to. I mean, like
it's gonna escalate.
Like it already is. Like it already is escalating because everybody don't want to hold hands. Everybody don't want to march. Everybody don't want to. We shall overcome. And
be peaceful with the police.
Be peaceful with like everybody. People are getting tired and fed up.
We trying to take the high road and try to be peaceful and calm and be rational.
And it doesn't work a lot of times.
Right.
So for those that believe in the peace and we shall overcome and the protests and all of that, not knocking you, I'm just asking the question. What do you guys feel should be done? If you're saying, if some of you are saying, well, violence is not the answer. So what would be a solution? No, I'm just asking.
No. I'm just not asking. It's towards the audience who believe that.
What should be the answer? How many times do you think we, as people of color, should just continue to just let people walk over us? And I'm sure somebody's going to come out here and probably say, well, we as white people, we have been walked over. Okay, so how do you feel that you've been walked over? Like I just want to have dialogue. Like seriously, I want to hear from everyone's thoughts and views and opinions. Like I do. I want to hear that.
I want to hear it too.
Like I want to know, how do you feel, a person who is not a person of color, how do you feel that you have been wronged?
I'm sorry, I just find that kind of hilarious. Really?
I mean, I want to know.
What? They've been walked over?
I want to know.
But, hey, whatever. Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear this rationalization.
I want to hear some. What do nonsense. We do, my black and brown brothers and sisters? What or what do we do in general? Because people gonna get tired. There's gonna be warriors coming out. They're not gonna.
They're already.
I mean, well, they are, and it's gonna be individuals that are like, okay, tired of turning the cheek, honey. It's not working anymore. I'm ready to want to hit some cheeks and make them turn. That's what people feel.
You might get to the point where it's shooting.
Shooting may happen.
Karma. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it could go any kind of way. So
right. I hate to say it, but it's what it is. It's real.
I want to hear it. If y'all feel like y'all got a solution to this, a good answer, like I'm all open to read what you got to say. Like seriously.
Yeah, I'm open
because we're tired of being tired.
Yeah.
I know I am.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being tired.
Me too.
I mean, I've had police profile. I can remember. I've said it before where I've been in a situation when I was younger. I'm in a car with my cousin, and we're in the car with some guy friends. We were teenagers, and the guy had a good job. Like we all had good jobs, and this young man had a nice car, just an honest. He had a Camaro, as a matter of fact, a Camaro. We wasn't speeding, wasn't doing anything. We're just, chilling and riding. And these cracker ass, and yes, I did, okay, cracker ass cops stopped us for no reason, because we're 4 black people or people of color in a nice car. And that's racial profiling. You stopped us for no reason, and we didn't know our rights, and we're having these male police officers frisk 2 females down and feeling dirty about them touching us. And I really don't talk about that, but I'm talking about it now. And we didn't know our rights, and we were scared and nervous, like what's gonna happen next? You're filling us up. 2 young girls that's under 21. And then been in another situation where I've had cops talk to me any kind of way, calling me the N-word, okay, for no reason, and as well as misidentifying me as well as someone else I knew for no reason, okay? And also a white cop stopping me coming back from a store, all because I did a quick walked off the sidewalk to avoid falling because the sidewalk was cracked and I could have really fell and hurt myself. So I immediately walked off the sidewalk on the side of the curb and then got back onto a safe part of the sidewalk. And this fool pulls his gun out on me and disrespects me and calls me all out of my name. And if it wasn't for he heard on the radio that he had to go somewhere else for something else that was important, who knows what could have happened? My ass could have got shot and it would have went way somewhere else. Okay, because quite honestly, living outside of Philly, when I was living in the Darby area, if anybody's in Philly that knows where the Darby, like right outside of Philly, there's a so-called suburbs, right? And it's called Darby. And if you cross the street, it's called another little town. If you go down the street, that's called another little town. Them white people didn't want us in there. That community was more so a white community.
It
And
felt
then
threatened.
people of color started coming through. And you had to be real careful.
They just felt threatened. That's all.
You go into another part of there, like Yaden. And I know I saw what I saw because others saw what I saw. I'm just speaking about it. Where they had a pool and they immediately got that down. I don't know if somebody reported it to the police or whomever, but they had a sign out there and it read at a swimming pool, "No niggas allowed." I took that picture, but unfortunately, just going through life and switching phones. Of course, I don't have that phone anymore because it's been years now since I lived in Philly. But yeah, it said "No niggas allowed." And yes, I'm saying it because it's real. So yes, I agree with Uno. How much more shit do you take from people?
We try to be calm.
You're trying to be nice. You're trying to turn the other cheek. You're trying to brush it off your shoulder. You're trying to do all of these solutions or
dress it up as humor.
Yeah, but after a while, it just gets.
It's tiring.
You get tired of it. So yeah, that's why I'm asking. Like, what type of solution do you guys think that people should do to move forward with it?
They ain't got no solution.
I just thought I'd put it out there, you know.
Because you said it just like that. What they going to say? They don't know. So they ain't got no solution.
I'm so sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah, to redirect the conversation. Yeah, okay. Get out of here.
But if you bold enough, you big enough, you can put you can put comments in there, so be it.
These niggas are jokes.
But I certainly don't need no pity. I'm not looking for pity. What I say is not looking for none of that. I'm speaking from experience. I always do my best to try to speak from experience. Do I hate white people? No. There's some I do. Like they hate us. Yep. But yeah, no, am I racist? Hell no. We speak from experience. We speak, we touch on and talk on.
We're passionate about a lot
and
of things.
Passionate about a lot of things that people don't want to address.
Well, we address it.
We address it.
I ain't holding back. Well, I know this. I have a God-given right to defend myself. I do know that.
Absolutely, we do. We do have a God-given way. We do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is a platform that we both can get things off our chest, and we're very passionate about it. Because listen, this platform is very therapeutic for me. This platform and my Aisha Speaks Jade platform is very therapeutic because there's so much that we as a race have totally held on to for so long and don't talk about it till we've gotten to a point where many have exploded, or we like, if we don't do something now, so yes. So we put it out here so y'all can think whatever y'all want to think. We don't really care.
Nah.
But
who those who support us, That's cool. That is
I
totally
mean,
fine.
absolutely. I mean,
I'm with y'all.
we appreciate those that support
For
us
those
and
who
at least
don't,
listen and keep an open mind.
right, keep open eyes. If you don't have an open mind and you don't support our show, okay, who cares? Deuces. This show's not for everybody. It's not meant for everybody. It's
Absolutely,
meant
it's
for a
not.
certain audience. It
And
is what it is.
yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. You know, it's a lot of stuff my family don't know that I share out here. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they know and choose not to. But I'm here to say that racism is alive and thriving. It's from the White House on down.
Yeah. White House on down. I'm gonna say this. For those who keep saying, well, violence is not the answer, well, how do you think this country was built? Would you think this country is built off of peace and love and unity and holding hands and heal the world and forgive? You think it was built off of that? It was built off blood. The key word is blood. So what does that mean? Does that include violence? Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears. Not, is it not?
Oh boy.
Every major war was in not violence. I mean, for freedom, justice, equality, if race was discriminated against or disrespected, did they not retaliate in violence? Did they not? So what does that tell you? And quite frankly, when they had these wars, they got somewhere now, did they? They gained a lot more respect now, did they? Indeed they did. Go look at every major war. I don't care what race it is. Things got accomplished when violence came into play. I'm not saying, oh, go around and antagonizing where it causes violence. I'm saying if it calls for violence where you have to protect yourself, so be it. Yes, do what you have to, but no, you shouldn't allow someone to disrespect you and think that you're just supposed to just sit there and take it. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this America has been built off of wars for centuries, and it has not left. America is still going on to this day. So I think that should be an element that has to be applied to getting freedom, justice, and equality, because apparently the rational way is not working. There's different forms of justice you can uh, practice as far as your race and getting what you need. I mean, of course, there's financial ways you can get what you need. There's spiritual ways you can get what you need, and there's also violent ways you can get what you need. You don't have to be stuck to one thing. Even the emotional part of it, uh, or the political correct way. The political correct way doesn't work. It doesn't always work. I find that violence worked. I feel like that trumps, to me, the political correct way. So I feel like, yes, hate does trump love. When people say love trumps hate, no, I have to disagree with that. Hate trumps love. And I wanted to give an example of that. Now, since we're talking about racism, right? Think back centuries of black people getting discriminated against, and there's opposition always attacking a community of people, specifically our melanated people, right? Now, when the indigenous people existed on this planet, and then out came other races. Now, when the indigenous came to them peacefully, and just having the whole world in harmony, the opposition, which was other races who didn't want the same thing that they wanted because of their own insecure reasons, that they want to inflict harm on the original people, right? And mind you, the indigenous people, we are built on love. We are love. We are loving people. We are. But That all went out the window. Because also, our people always been warriors. Let's not get it twisted. Yes, we can be loving, but the ancestors were not stupid. Okay? And if it came time, if need be, to retaliate, they did what they had to do. But they always put their race first. And actually, other races their purpose here was to serve black people. Actually, yeah, they was here to serve black people. So when black people didn't really deal with other race people, like there's been times in history where black people were strictly about their own people, and they liked nobody else but their own people, and they always was on top of their game, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, most importantly, spiritually. When black people was not inclusive, but only stuck to blackness, black first, we always win. But when we started stepping outside of that boundary with this whole inclusive and love, being loving, where did that get us? And the same pattern is happening right now to this day. Just what Jay read and what I read, when we're trying to be loving and accepting and forgiving, where did it get us? This happened centuries ago too. This is nothing new. But when the black people, when that rage came, when that hate came, when injustice was done to our ancestors, the world felt it. And they got out of our way. So that's why I say hate trumps love. Now love can come later. Once everything's in harmony, love can come later. But that can never come if there's always energy full of hate. You gotta fight hate with hate, don't you? That's common sense. Because, okay, even the human race, right? How the elite is controlling the human race. Certain events have to take place in order for beauty to come out of it. So all this hateful energy has to happen for the love energy to come. The beauty has to come after. That's how it works. The balance. And that's my reason of saying hate trumps love. When you fuel yourself with hate, it keeps you focused, it keeps you on your mission. You get things done. But when you love too much and you're caught off guard, you're always not conscious of people who don't feel the same way you do, and you always wind up falling on your butt, getting caught up, getting taken advantage of. So yes, I mean there's a time and a place for love. I'm not saying love is bad, but we have to look at the reality of it. Again, America's built on violence, and there was a lot of hate in that. And guess what? It trumped love. Look at the Indians. They all got killed out because they was trying to be so loving and accepting. They got killed off by the European invaders. I'm just saying, I'm just giving examples here. So yeah, so let's cut it out with this kumbaya, okay? Because that's not realistic. Like Jay said, how much can we take? You know, I mean, going through this nonsense, this racial nonsense. Who want to keep dealing with that? At some point, it just gets too overbearing. You just have to do something. And then once that rage and hate come out, there's nothing no one can do. You know, so yeah, that's a solution. Violence is a solution. Yeah, that's what I said. I said violence is the solution. I mean, there's other ways you can deal with this, but if you're going to talk about one factor, violence would be a solution. I mean, you can come from an angle of education, you can come from an angle of politics, you can come from an angle of finances, economics, unity, because not supporting white establishments is unity. That's what that is too. So, but you have to add balance in that factor too. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say to that. So yeah, I'm gonna need for people to stop with the nonsense, okay? We need to be thinking realistic. I'm not saying go around causing violence. I'm not saying that, but if need be, you got to get down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, for you running your yip.
Oh, sorry. I'm just passionate.
I know.
People be sounding ridiculous when they say that.
Yeah, sometimes people
Come
just say some stupid
Just like with the
stuff.
Dylan Roof situation. You see where love got them? Did you see where love got them?
Who?
Did you see where love got them? Okay. Just prove my point to y'all. That's all I'm saying. Apparently hate trumps love, because if them black people just say, mother, if that hate came in, like, I hate this damn mayonnaise. If you try to come up in the church and shoot somebody, they ready to get on that ass. And my thing with the roof situation, if he did that to people, they should not even forgive him, period. Hate him. Don't forgive him. It needs to be revenge. That's what needs to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. You do?
Absolutely, I hear you.
Why your eyes look like that when you're saying that?
Why do my eyes look like what?
Like I look crazy or something.
Well, you always look crazy, but no, I'm not. No. Come on, nitpicking.
Really?
It's wind down time, but yeah. No, I hear you. No, I'm listening. I hear you.
It just niggas be sounding so crazy. They don't be making no sense.
Sometimes, in general, people just don't make sense, black or white, to me.
That's true too.
I don't understand sometimes
That's
black
true.
or white people in general.
Yeah,
Let me
people
say
in
that
general,
people
yeah.
in general just
Human
don't make
race. Yeah.
Be like, really? You said what? Or you did what? As if, hence, are we talking about the woman who put her child? What did she do? Put her child in the oven.
I mean, that
it was a black woman. So see, I'm not racist. So she's a dumbass black woman.
A dumb, low vibrant frequency ass black piece of trash. She ain't no
So can
woman,
we put
trash.
her ass in the oven as well and do the same thing that she did? See, that's what these other countries like Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and
they don't
Iraq,
play around.
However you harm someone else, that's exactly how they harm you.
Right.
They cut off hands.
Hate trumps love. I said it again.
Feet, your penis or your vagina, like they don't discriminate. Yeah. Like do the same shit that people do. Like how they harm people, that shit should do the same thing.
I highly believe in that.
Same thing.
Do them the same way.
Same thing.
Tested their own medicine.
So yeah, for the people that feel as though, especially like that church thing, going back to that church thing. Right. I mean, he killed up all these black people or, our melanated people. And so honestly, like be honest, people, with yourselves. If you're daring to get on and leave a comment, would you be so let's get in a circle and pray and be forgiving? Like be honest. If that was a family member of yours or people,
I wouldn't feel like that. I hate them.
Really?
Hate them.
Would you really do it? Would you really get in a circle and be like, let's forgive them?
I ain't forgiving none.
Because Jesus said so? I'm not being funny. Like, I'm not being funny, people. Like, I'm so serious. I really want authentic, real, genuine answers. Don't say stuff just because you think it's going to sound good to somebody else. Man. Be honest and real with yourself.
Be straight up.
How forgiving would you be? I would not.
Me either. If anything, I want to kill him. That's me.
And he clearly said that he was not mental.
So he was conscious of what he was doing.
He was conscious of what he did and has no remorse.
None.
Yet the police, his counterparts, the other white meat, took his ass out for lunch.
I gotta give it to white people though. They be on
They
code.
smart, aren't they? No, leave it. They're smart.
They're on code.
Man.
They're on code. I gotta give it to them.
I mean, they support they folks, or they
no questions asked.
They protect
they
people.
Right. I gotta give it to them. I gotta give it to them on that.
Or if anybody is harming your family, not even just that situation, just in general, someone kills your family members you love and care for. Are you really thinking about Jesus and God? And I'm really not being funny. Are you thinking spiritually right?
I am.
You're thinking spiritually right?
No, I think it's funny.
Are you thinking spiritually right? Like you're supposed to, well, this person just committed a murder to my family, to your mother, to your father, to your children, to your significant other, whoever that looks like for you. Are you really going to be like, let me just be loving and forgiving and be like, I forgive you? Now, I know this Muslim sister, I did read somewhere, and I'm not knocking her because it probably took a lot of strength for her to do that. This man, I believe, killed her son. And she went to court and talked to this man that killed her son. And I guess she got to a place of peace and was like, I forgive you. I'm not there. So I have to be genuine and honest for myself. I would definitely be an eye for an eye. I want your black ass, white ass, red ass, blue ass, green ass. I want you got. You got mine. I want you got. So yeah, I just want genuine answers. Like, don't try to redirect the question. Just be real if you can do that. If not, then
don't say nothing.
Screw it then.
Just don't say.
But yeah, like that's deep. I don't know.
Be me. That's straight up off of you, bro. That's real talk. I
don't even like when a family member had said something before my mother got sick. I don't even like when a family member said something to my mother over the phone, and my mother called me crying, talking about such and such said this to me, and how could she accuse me of something like that? I was ready to get on the plane and find her ass where she lives, because I knew where she lived. I just didn't have the ad. No, I could have got the address from my mother because my mother had it. I was ready to go. So that's a family member. I was ready to get her. So I can't even fathom anything as severe as that, as well as my kids. And I know my family is not perfect by no means at all, but that's my flesh and blood, my seeds, and what? Oh, they might as well. I might as well tell them, guess what? Find me a jail cell, okay? Because I know I'm going. Just lock my little crazy ass up, and that's gonna be that. Because there's just no way. I'm not there, and I'm working on my spirituality, but I am not there. See, I want somebody to explain to me.
What's going on?
I want somebody to explain to me about that forgiving thing when it's that horrific, because I don't get it.
I ain't there. I
don't get it.
I'm like Jay. I'm not there with that.
I'm your whole ring cake, yo.
I'm gonna want you. I want you dead. That's me.
Put that out there.
I'm an eye for eye kind of person. People who know me, I mean, not that you know me personally, but those who know of me, or I know you by face, or I've associated with you before, outside of family. Yeah, you know my mindset, my beliefs, my feelings. I don't do that turn the other cheek. I don't do that. I'm an eye for eye person. Right. You mess with me, I mess with you. You hurt my people, my family, I'm hurting you. But hey, better watch it. I'll probably come after your family too. That's me. I'm just saying, the Dylan situation.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just looking at you.
I'm just saying, why should I care about Dylan Roof with him and his family? a bunch of mayonnaise, racist piece of crap. Why should I care? I don't care about him or his damn family. Fuck him and his whole family. That's my mindset. So no, I'm not there with all that. I forgive you. You killed my son or daughter. Don't work over here, bro. That don't work over here. Mm-mm. That's me though. That's not everybody. But if you want to hug and forgive your killer, that's you. I don't get down like that.
Well, we are at the end.
So let's just refer something back to this lady though before we end the show. This Georgia woman here.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say about this, man, in America,
Excuse me.
we got a long way to go. And as a human race, we need to work on a lot of things. None of us is perfect. I'm not perfect. Jay not perfect. No one on the entire planet is perfect. So yeah, man, I know racism is not going nowhere. Never will. Gonna be here until we permanently leave this planet. I'm talking about the melanated people. Until we exited this plane, racism is always gonna be here. It's not going nowhere. But the police need to get better. These stupid white women who pull this nonsense need to get help and do better. This racism is crazy, and we need to do better with the mess because it's just pointless, you know. And if this continues on, the inevitable is gonna happen anyway. It's gonna be a race war. I just feel like a lot of time when these stories come out, they just intentionally doing it to bring on a war. That's how I see it. Cause y'all notice it's happening more frequently. I don't know if y'all catching it. So it's like they're just intentionally poking our buttons, like they're just pressing our buttons, poking our skin. They just antagonizing us a lot of times just to get us to do something where they can actually implement something else to us. But we have to be aware as human beings that the world is messed up and there's a lot that needs to be fixed. So let's try to do better, okay? Even with the last two topics we talked about, same thing. Even as LGBTQ, like there's some areas we need to work on as a community. We need to do better with. We need to learn how to deal with situations a lot more better. We have to learn how to communicate with each other, and we're not gonna always agree on the same thing. We all come from different walks of life. We walk different paths. We have different views. We have different beliefs. We can agree to disagree, but you can't expect everybody to agree on the same thing. So I think y'all need to get better with that for those who fit in that category. Just as a whole, just as a human race, we just got to do better with everything. Even the disrespect that comes towards LGBTQ, we got to do better with that. Because just because you murder someone gay don't mean that karma don't come back to you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So don't get it twisted as if your life can't get ended. Okay.
Absolutely.
It's consequences to everything. This first topic, there's consequences. The second topic, me and Jay talked about just now, there's consequences. Even the last topic we just talked about is consequences to everything. We just have to be mindful of everything and be aware and make better conscious decisions. And I just wanted to end the show off with that. And with the Georgia cop, because she was a stupid idiot.
Pretty much. So I don't have anything else to say. I don't have anything else to say.
Me, I'm good.
Nothing else to say. I appreciate you, Angel, for tuning in.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being honest about your answers that you put up on here. I can definitely respect you and respect that. People, just be careful, make smart decisions. Please don't come in my PM or DM or box or comment or page and say you're racist, because I'm tired and I will call you out full name. Okay,
You
if
gonna
I
tag a name?
tag whoever, him, her, it, whatever, because I don't feel like it. If I was racist, that means I wouldn't like nobody, and I would just be in a small little world of
In your bubble, right?
my bubble. So
Right.
no, I don't like I don't like people for what they do, and I target them, not all, because I have people that I communicate with on a daily of all backgrounds. So when you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Just because I am a melanated or Nubian, new word I like, Nubian, does not mean I'm for my people first and foremost. Like we've said, first and foremost.
I'm for my people first, before anything.
Okay, so
those who follow me know that.
So I'm just exactly. So please, just if you're gonna come with something relevant to say. Don't come with the stupidity, because people have a crazy habit of wanting to PM or DM or inbox or whatever the hell you want. Right, having a personal conversation. Like, you could have did all this on the podcast, honey. I don't have no words for you now.
My thing is, what? Then that's another thing. Why, when we do our show, people have nothing to say, but when the show is gone after we finish, they have so much to say in a personal message.
So much to say.
So why, like, damn, like, what are you scared of? And why? What are you hiding? That's two questions I have. What are you scared of, and what are you hiding?
It's crazy.
Which, you don't fuck with them like that, so you know. But
I mean, I'm okay.
I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. That's
it's just like real crazy. So yeah, if you can't leave it in our comment section, then just please don't leave it, because I'm in that. I'm in that. Want to call your ass out tonight?
Because I feel that's other intentions. Like, why you personal message somebody? You could have left that in the open form of our show.
Absolutely. So we appreciate those that it reached. Angel for coming on live listening, and for those in advance that's going to listen to the replay, please, by all means, you can always leave comments even after this podcast is over. It's okay. That's what dialogue and conversation is about.
We don't have to agree on it.
We don't. It's okay.
But we can respect each other's opinions and keep moving.
Absolutely. So with that being said,
it's not serious.
Yes. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Make it good. Okay. Have a better tomorrow. Be awesome on purpose. Create your happiness, and we will see you next Monday.
We'll have an interesting show then.
Yes.
So stay tuned, because it's coming. We have 2 other topics.
Oh, aren't we going to be talking about voting next week?
Yes.
That's the topic.
And we're going to have to tie in the mail bombings, like those personal bombs that was sent to political officials and political figures. Yeah, that all ties in with the voting. It's connected.
Absolutely. So, good people, be good to yourself. Don't lay down angry. Anything that you need to get off your chest, get in contact with that person, get it off, even if that's the last time that y'all guys talk. Be good. Self-care. Self-care is a necessity, not a choice.
Please.
It's a necessity. Self-care. So with that being said, Nam Yeho Renke Kyo. Be awesome. Peace and blessings to you all.
Have a great night, everyone. Ashe.
Ashe.